Hello, everyone. I'm late. Our power went out, so the internet just booted back up. We have a big storm rolling through. I don't know if anybody's coming in or y'all just hang out with me or whatever, but yeah, my internet went out. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. So if I disappear, it's from the storm and my internet went out because my cellular data is not going to live stream. It won't even hardly upload. I uploaded a 2-minute video on my phone one time. It took 4 hours. Rule of life. Well, hello, Linda Lou. Good morning. How are you? I got a sort of an answer for your question you left me on the salt curing of your pork roast. And I thought I'd start with that today. So I'm glad you're here. Mark is the expert when it comes to salt curing. So I talked to him last night, and he said that different cuts of meat have different downtimes. And he started going into great detail on bacons and roasts and all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, whoa, I won't remember all this because, yeah. So he said he'd help me make a video going in more detail on explaining the different salt curing and different meat cuts and etc. Does that help you? I hope it does. So yeah, I'm sorry I didn't have a video yesterday. The news overwhelmed me. So yeah, everything's crazy right now. So I did have some things I want to talk about if y'all feel like chatting with me today. Yes, it is all overwhelming. Like the beef and the prices of beef. Good morning, Nene. Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping in. The beef prices are going crazy. We all know that. But it was about the cows that died out west. Where was it? Nebraska or somewhere out there where they lost like 4,000 of them. They're going to do an autopsy on these cows. They're not sure if it was the heat or the food. So let's hope it was just the heat. Because if it was the food, I don't know what other food supply that could have got into. So that's just my take on it. So yeah, I checked into that because it was a little distressing. And I know my feed prices are through the roof. I'm glad I've only got one beef right now. Usually we raise 2 or 3 because our feed went from $6.95 to $7.95 at the beginning of the year. And now it's $10.45 a bag. So it just keeps going up. Hello, IC. Did I say that right? IC. Yeah, there we go. Thank you all for coming in here. I'm just kind of having a little rant about things. So, I'm trying to deal with the stress of it, because everything's crazy. I mean, there's just no other way to say it. Never thought I'd live to see this kind of thing happening in our world, but yet here we are. So, yeah. I got my daughter on board with prepping. She's stocking up now. So she lives in a hurricane area down in Florida. She's in Central Florida. And this girl, if she'll start prepping, anybody can do it. I firmly believe that. Because she's, she drives the nice cars and she's got the designer purses. And that is total opposite of me. But we get along good. But she's just, that lifestyle. And she now has a garden. She has chickens. She's putting food up. So she can do that. Anybody can do it. So, do y'all have any questions? Nene, don't say anything because you're driving. Alrighty. So anyway, yeah, I'm trying to learn to do this. So I'm new. This is my very first one by myself. And I want to learn how to get a guest in here. And so I'm working on everything, y'all. I'm still learning this tech stuff. And yeah, I put those 2. Yeah, I agree with you, Linda Lou. Our generation can handle it better. Yeah, I grew up, my mom, you wiped that foil off and you folded it and reused it because she grew up through the Great Depression. They didn't waste anything. Oh, thank you, Linda. So sweet. I'm trying. And but yeah, just I worry about these young ones. I really, really do. It's gonna be rough on them. Like I know my kids, they didn't see any of the rough times of like the 70s or the 60s or the 80s even was bad. You couldn't even buy a job in the 80s unless you knew somebody where I was at. So yeah, these kids have no idea. It's gonna get rough in this country, I do believe. Hopefully we survive as America. But yeah, have any of y'all go camping? I mean, I know Nate does because she's got the big fifth wheel, but yeah, we do camping weekends. We haven't done one for a few years. It's been a little while, but we go camping all weekend, and his mom and dad's got his dad passed away last year, but uh they've got 48 acres, and we go back there and camp, and we do a off-grid weekend, and we oh, you live in your camper. Okay, Linda Lou. So you're always camping. But we did a if you don't catch it, kill it, or find it, you're not eating kind of weekend. And after 3 days of that, you hone your skills in really well. But yeah, it's still was a challenge. But I like fish, so we were lucky to catch fish. So anyway, yeah, I didn't have a whole lot to talk about, just mostly just the stress levels in our country, and I'm seeing it at the stores. Oh, you're off grid too. That's awesome, Linda Lou. That's awesome. Yeah, I want to get some solar, but I can't afford it right now. I'll be honest. It ain't in the budget. So yeah, that's my next goal is to get some solar. I'm lacking in some of that, but yeah. Oh, and you used to live in the fifth wheel, Nene. Okay, so yeah, yeah. Well, when me and Wilson owned that property, I was down there with him. We bought that together, and we started in a tent down there. We didn't have nothing on that place. It does have a big creek on it, but we started in a tent down there. So we just paid it off, built it up. I mean, as we could with cash. Don't know nothing on it. So that's how we did it. So yeah. Anyway, I just are you seeing people getting more stressed at the stores and stuff? I mean, I hear oh crap behind me every now and then when they see a price on something, but it seems like people have shorter tempers, and they're 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 losing it easier. I don't know how else to say it. So yeah, I don't know. The prices of everything up so high. I think it is stressing a lot of people out, and it's like, be careful when you go out. I had a big guy. This is a true story. This just happened last week. Mark and I went into a gas station convenience store, where you get coffee and all that. And I'm getting a coffee, and this huge guy behind me, I mean, he's like pinball size. He was huge, kind of weird looking. And he started like getting, you get the vibes, ladies. Yeah, the vibes. This dude's towering behind me while I'm making my coffee, and I'm doing this number, watching him. And I walk around, and he's following me every step, about this close to me. It was like, okay. And he didn't see Mark come in because Mark went straight to the bathroom. And Mark come out of the restroom and walked over to me. This guy did a beeline toward the door, and I'm like, Spidey senses tingling. So be careful, ladies. Be careful. Yes, the drivers are. I'm glad you noticed, and it wasn't just me. I drove to Illinois over the last weekend. I don't like the interstate anymore. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, it was creepy. You know when you get those vibes. Yeah, it was that kind of thing, and I'm like, there's a big dude, and I'm little five something nothing, and yeah. Ooh, free watermelons. Nice, Nene. Like to get me some free watermelons. I didn't plan any this year because they don't usually do too good here for me. But yeah, so y'all keep your head on a swivel. Seriously, that was eye opening for me. I'm like, oh, my hammer's out in the truck. They ain't gonna do no good. I guess do I need to start carrying again? You know. So, and this is small town America. I couldn't imagine being in a big city. Oh my gosh, I could not imagine being in a big city. It's bad enough in a small town when you go through that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So do anyone have any questions for me? I would have a complete panic in the city. I lived in an apartment in the city one time for about 6 months. I about lost my mind. I couldn't take it. It just, the noise, because I've always been out in the country. The noise. Good morning, Van City. How are you? So yeah, but anyway, that's what's been going on, and everything on the homestead's doing good, and thank God we're getting some rain for the garden right now. Hopefully it won't lose power right now. Yes, I made some ghee not too long ago. I think I did a video on it. I'm not sure. If I didn't, I'll definitely do one. But yeah, I did make some ghee. Oh, Christy, I know. Y'all, this is my daughter, Christy, down here. Yeah, she's the one with the designer purses. I was talking about you, Chrissy. Yeah, I know. You want me to come down there and see you. After I drove to Illinois, I don't know if I'll do that. Yeah. The easiest veggies for me to grow here is squash, super duper easy. Green beans are super duper easy. Potatoes are pretty easy. Got to fight the potato bugs. And what's another easy? Oh, cucumbers grow really good here. And spring crops are hit and miss here. You'll have one good spring, and then you'll have 5 hot springs where the cold crops like your cabbage and stuff don't do well. The only thing I got this year was some cabbage. My broccoli and cauliflower, they died. Peas didn't produce anything. They just kind of went because it got so hot here so fast. I mean, it was like overnight. So yeah, there she is. She loves her Coach bags. But yeah, she wants me to come to Florida, and I'm kind of, I want to see you. Did you lose your broccoli too, Linda? Yeah, it. Oh, I did get the worms in my cabbage, Van City, and thought of you. I'm like, oh, those are those worms Van City hates. So I did think about you when I picked my cabbage. Yeah, I know. I should go, Linda Lou. It'd probably do me good to go to Florida and sip a Mai Tai on the beach or whatever those beachy drinks are. So maybe this fall after the garden's done, because garden season's here and I'm super busy right now. And yeah. Yeah, we'll put a fall garden out too. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, and the good Lord willing, to start a bunch of cabbage, cauliflower, and broccoli plants for fall crops this year, and make enough money to sell them and get another one of those hydroponic systems. I like it. Okay, Christy has a question. She has tomato plants down there in Florida. One's producing lots of flowers and tomatoes popping up, but the other big plant is very few flowers on it. What should I do? Probably need to give it a little fertilizer, and is it getting plenty of water? And sometimes you'll have that. So, oh, I know you hate those worms, Van City. But yeah, give it a little fertilizer, Chrissy. It just needs a little fertilizer. If you're using the chicken poo, do it lightly, because that stuff's pretty strong, potent stuff when it's fresh. It's called a hot fertilizer. So hope that helped you. And you have a different growing season than I do here too, because it's so much hotter there, which it's hot here this week. It's been 100 degrees for the last 3 days. And then next week's going to be the same way. It's just hot and humid. Yes, I do have a compost, Linda Lou. We have one of those composting tumblers, but we also started a big compost pile in my dirt pile, as my brother calls it. And we're getting like when we killed the chickens and all that kind of stuff, that's all getting mixed in there. And whatever kind of stuff like that we get is all going in there, and he's keeping it mixed. So yeah, we've got a bigger compost pile going now. You don't know if it's too much sun, and yes, ma'am, we'll add some fertilizer. All right, you can shade your tomatoes if you need to where you're at down there. You can give them a little shade, because there's a lady in Texas that she has a gardening channel, and she has to shade her stuff because it gets so hot and sunny down there. So that's something you might want to check into, Christy, because they can get too much sun. Not really, Linda Lou, because I can't smell very good. It doesn't bother me too much when something don't smell good. Last time I got sick was when Ripley ate the rabbit in 2 bites and threw it up in the kitchen floor. That was gross. So yeah, but no, smells don't generally turn my stomach too bad. So yeah. So any more questions? I don't want to keep everybody too long because I know everyone's busy. And plus I'm worried about the power going. I don't know if you can hear the thunder. What we've been doing, we've added dirt nars and keep it mixed, and it seems to help, but yeah, it's still gonna get a little whiffy, I guess is the best way to put it. I don't know. You found an albino slug in the garden and made a video of it. God's creatures. Oh, that's so cool. I'll have to check that out. I've never seen an albino slug. But why not? There's albinos and everything else. So, yeah, your dog rolled in on it last week. Oh, no. Ooh, I feel for you. My dogs like to roll on dead things. Oh, I'm sorry. What is up for the weekend? This weekend, we have a lot of work to do because the raccoons got in the chicken coop through the floor, so he put a piece of metal over that. And this weekend, we're cutting the floor out and putting an all-metal floor in. The building's metal. So fingers crossed, I don't lose any more chickens. That's the big project of the weekend. And then there's another big project. We got 2 big projects this weekend, but that's the one that's on the top of my brain. So it's Arkwild. Hi, Arkwild, man. Thanks for stopping in today. So I think I'm going to wrap this up real quick and tell you all to have a wonderful weekend and happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And y'all take care and God bless. And thank you so much for stopping in on my very first live stream by myself. I actually figured this out. Yay me. Go Dawn. Y'all take care and God bless you.